Everyone knows the name Robin Selvig, the man who led the Lady Grizz for over 30 years and built the program up to what it is today. Well, one of his former players, along with the help of many others, decided to tell the story of how the legendary coach went outside the norms of coaching standards at the time to create one of the most dominant women's basketball programs in the nation. Megan Harrington played for the Montana Lady Grizz from 1995 until 2000. In that time, like many other young women, Harrington saw how truly special her head coach, Robin Selvig, was.
You know it's special when you're in it because the ladies who came before me made it special. They made it something that, hey, we got to do this because they started it and we got to carry on this tradition. So I always knew it was special, but I became aware in a new way through this process of how special it was and how what was happening here wasn't happening everywhere else.
Now, over 30 years after Selvig began coaching and just 3 years after he retired, Harrington is bringing the story of her former head coach to the big screen. The house that Rob built will make its world premiere on Thursday night at the Big Sky Documentary Film Festival in Missoula, the town that Harrington happened to grow up in.
That's really all I ever wanted, was to play for the Lady Grizz and to play for Robin Selvig. So he was kind of this figure that was revered.
Part of the documentary was filmed when over 100 of Selvig's former players came together for a reunion when the coach called it quits in 2016. Something he said was the best part about the entire process.
A lot of the fun of it was there was ladies that had just graduated or just played, visiting with some people off my first team in 1978, and they shared a lot in common. And they told stories, and a lot of them are friends now from the early days to the later days. And so there was a common bond that they shared, and that was really neat to see.
The documentary may have Selvig's name in the title, on top of him being one of the most prolific sports names in Montana history. But the film isn't just about Selvig. It's about the staff, fans, and players that supported his push towards furthering women's sports and gave small-town Montana girls a chance to flourish on the court.
A lot of people may not be going to knock on a door in all those places, so he gave people an opportunity. And what can happen when someone believes in you? And so it's what happened from that point to his retirement and the growth and just this community. This community is a really unique place.
As a coach, Selvig didn't have time to sit back, stop, and look at the impact that his program was making. Now he has time to look back on those years and be proud of what he accomplished.
We can kind of mirror the growth of women's sports in that regard and opportunities. And there's also, like to say, provided opportunities for a lot of Native Americans. As Malia says, nothing was given to them, they earned it, but I felt the need to provide them an opportunity, and so I think in this video it talks about that, and that's something I'm proud of.